Hello, hello. Happy Monday, Aiden. How are you?
Happy Monday. I am amazing. How are you doing today?
Oh my gosh, I am so good. I had such a great weekend. How was your weekend?
It was great. We have accomplished some great milestones on this channel, and I'm so happy that we are moving forward in a great way.
I know, me too. It is so fun and exciting. So that's one of the really exciting things that happened. The other is I got the copy of my book, Angels 111 Angel Messages. Yeah. With that being said, I'm really excited to announce that it goes for sale on Amazon on November 1st. So that would be Saturday. You can pre order it on the Kindle version now if you would like, but I'm really excited to share this with everyone. That's the 14-year anniversary of my third near death experience. It's just a big day for me, and the angels and the messages that they have are really for all of us. So I'm really excited about that. I
Yeah,
also
I'm so excited. I'm so excited about that. I already have your first book, and I'm so excited to read your second one. I bet it's going to be amazing.
Thank you. The other thing that I wanted to remind everyone is that we're going to be giving away two 15-minute readings on that day in celebration of the book launch of my near death experience. So, what do they need to do to be signed up for that?
So we have a community post on our post page where we have told you guys what to do, and all you have to do is comment your name in the comment section of that. And if you already did it, then you are okay. And if you haven't done it, then try to do it as fast as you can because on Saturday we are going to be announcing the winners.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really excited. I love to be able to do this and to be able to, give back and give someone some time. The way that we're going to do this drawing is we're going to go through and do a random number generator. So depending on how many names are in there, we're going to go ahead and let Spirit, because I do believe Spirit messes with our electronics regularly, pick the number, and then we'll correlate that to who wins. So I'm really excited to share that with you. The other thing I wanted to talk about that we're going to start doing on Mondays with Michelle is I want to invite everyone. Like, this world is heavy and dense right now, but we all have miracles that happen in our life all the time. And I would love to invite you, if you've had something really special that has touched your heart or that you want to share, we're going to start calling it modern day miracles. And we're going to start sharing a miracle. The reason why this is really important is because I want everyone to know if it can happen for someone else, it can happen with you. So if you have a modern day miracle that you want to share, please send it in to my email, and we will look through them and we will share the ones that we think will serve the most people. It's really important for all of us to realize that we are supported and surrounded by so many beings of light on this journey. And I want to say one more thing about this. The universe is not limited on how many miracles it can give out. Okay. So by claiming your miracle, by claiming your blessing, you're not taking from anyone else. There's no one that needs it more than you, and they are unlimited. So claim your blessings, claim your miracles, and then share them with us so that we can share them with everyone, please.
And I heard we got a really cool email this week.
We did get a really cool email. So last week I read for Maya on here, and she asked for, I got to put on the glasses to read it, but she asked for a sign or a message from her dad. So I'm going to pull it up real quick. I thought I had it, but it is not here. And here's what I want to share. I asked her, I said, when he, gives you this, please let me know what happens. So for those of you who watched, or you can go back and watch it again, she said, first of all, her son's phone wouldn't work that morning. Then they went to the closet to turn on the light, and the whole breaker flipped, and the bedroom closet lights turned off. And later, when she was in the car, she saw a license plate with his birthday, and the song playing was, I'll be right here waiting for you. I mean, this is like one of those things that I love, because this is our loved one saying, I'm right here. I know you're missing me, but you're not living this life alone. So thanks for sharing that. That's fun. One more thing I want to talk about before we get started today. Today is Day of the Dead for pets. And I think this is a really important day and an important celebration. A lot of people will create altars for their beloved pets, but what we're really doing is we're honoring that soul connection with our beloved creatures in spirit. And I want to talk about that because your animals that have had these impacts on your life, their soul chose to come be with you in this lifetime for as long as they possibly could. So when we really are allowing ourselves to see that they are this beautiful soul that agreed to come here to help us on our human journey, there's just this unconditional love and respect that we're able to share with them. So today, light a candle for your pets in spirit, set up a little altar, say a prayer, send them some energy, know that they've blessed your journey too.
Yeah, and if you guys have any experiences with any signs from your pets after that, please email us. We would love to talk about that maybe next week. And also, yeah, if we read on your question today and there's something that happens later in the week, please email Michelle and we will read it on air for you guys.
Awesome. Well, thanks. Let's go ahead and get started.
Okay, perfect. We're going to start with this one. Love and Light asks, last Thursday while in the kitchen, our basement door started to rattle for no known reason. Could you please tell me if this was a spirit, and if so, who it was?
Yes, it is spirit and it has a male, older male energy. So I want to go with a dad or a granddad. And this energy is the fix it kind of guy. So I want to talk about the guy who knew how to fix everything or make things work. That's the energy. It feels very much like, I want to say, a one time situation. So it's not going to happen regularly, but it was like, hello, I'm home.
Okay, perfect. Our next question is from Anthony. Hi, Michelle. Where do you see my declining cognitive health in the near future?
Yeah. Hi, Anthony. I am still feeling for you that there is a lot of room for this to improve. So keep positive, right? Remember, our body is always listening to us. So if we're talking about our bad knee, our bad shoulder, our bad memory, our bad brain, that our body's responding to that energetically. So it's so much healthier for you to say, like, it's improving every day. I'm getting better every day. I feel like it's just really important for you to have a lot of supplements to help you cognitively right now. But I definitely see that it can be frozen in place and then progress and heal.
Perfect. Okay. Our next question is from Maya. How to step back from an unhealthy friendship with a coworker and wondering if there is a healthier friendship in our future.
Yeah. So this is really a big question in a lot of ways, right? Because we have many relationships in our life, whether it's family, friends, coworkers, that are not necessarily healthy, but they need to have an energy of, I would say, politically correctness around them, right? If you're going to work and you have to connect with this person, it needs to be cordial. But putting in boundaries really only upsets people who like to break boundaries or have no boundaries. So one of the things that I'm feeling with this is just make it professional, right? A lot of times people are showing up to us with their own issues and their own insecurities, and they are projecting it onto us. That's part of the word that I'm getting here, is there's like a projection energy happening. Also, know this, not everybody needs to know exactly who you are. So sometimes in this world, people make false assumptions about people, whether we think, oh, they're too snobby or they're this or they're that, right? And that doesn't mean that it's true. But really, as long as you're going inside and you know who you are, that's what matters. So with this situation, I just see distance, but I want to call it like respectful, professional distance. And it's a reason, a season, a lifetime. This is what every relationship is built on.
Okay, a really interesting question. Patricia asks, last year I decided to give money to a female homeless person I've given money to before. A mosquito bit my hand at the very moment I gave her the money. Was this a sign to stop giving money to her?
That's really interesting. So let me fill into that. I am getting a no on that. So I want to say no, that's not a sign to stop giving her money. When we're looking at everyone on this planet, their soul is here having in a human experience, right? And so she's obviously chosen an experience that is challenging in some ways that other people will never know. But that gift of kindness, as long as you're releasing it, is always done in the right form, right? So if you're gifting her money and she uses it for whatever it is that she's needing, as long as it's coming from the right place in your heart, the intention is clear.
Perfect. Okay. Our next question is from Flower. My husband is on hospice. How do you see things unfolding during this time and after he transitions from me and the children?
Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that. So the words that I'm getting from the guides are steady and smooth. So what I feel like with that means that his needs are going to be met, his pain's going to be controlled. There's not going to be anything that would be out of the ordinary that's going to happen, which is really good for him because it makes it a peaceful, loving environment for him with more comfort. With you and the kids, it is going to be a journey. I have no way to help people bypass this journey of grief, because even when I experience it myself with Gary's passing or a loved one, I don't have a way to bypass it. Here's what I would tell you: the conversations that can happen right now are going to be really important. So I feel like we talked about this last week, a possible shared death experience. What signs are you going to send me? Things like that are really, really important right now, because we're already opening up the lines of communication for after his transition. You and the children I'm getting the words like, you're going to go on, you're going to have full lives. It doesn't mean that you will ever not feel this grief and the loss of him in his human physical form.
Our next question is from Nick and Joe. Our TV in the master bedroom turns back on after I switch it off, and the bathroom lights flicker unexpectedly. I'm wondering if this is a spirit reaching out, and what message are they trying to share?
Yeah, I do want to go with a spirit energy on that. So let's talk about that for a minute, because that's the second one that we've kind of had about that. Spirit is able to manipulate electricity, and because of that, they do like to flicker our lights or turn things on and off. I came home a couple of weeks ago with one of my friends, and we were in the living room talking, and the TV turned on by itself. It's what spirit likes to do, to say hello and blow you kisses from heaven. So that's the energy around that. With what's happening in this house, I feel like a female energy, so I want to go with a mom or a grandma energy. But it's really about being like, I'm here, I'm here. The funny thing is that what I want to tell you is this person would have been very bad with electronics in their human form. So it's kind of also a sense of humor of like, hey, look what I can do now. I couldn't work a cell phone, but I can flicker the lights in the house.
Okay, our next question is from Angela. My husband has been dizzy and nauseated for the past few weeks. Are these symptoms of something serious?
So when I tap into his energy, I'm getting, first of all, immune system is run down. So I need to say that. I feel like it's not serious. I want to go more towards like vertigo or something along those lines, but please, get him checked by the doctors and do what you need to do. But the way that I'm feeling it is, it feels like it's going to be something manageable, and not serious, but please go get checked.
Okay, our next question is from Cassidy. May I have a message from my grandma, Judy? Thank you, sending love.
Ah, okay. So what I will tell you with this is, Grandma Judy, gosh, so she's showing me a lot of roses. So I want you to pay attention to roses. I don't know if that's her favorite flower or what the connection with her is, but I want to say I'm seeing pink roses, to be specific. And the other thing about the pink roses is that, to me, they also just simplify that pure love. And this energy is coming in with her. She's telling me too that she's leaving you pennies. So pay attention to finding pennies. On a walk at the grocery store, somewhere like that, they're on the ground. That's what she's showing me. And she's just telling you, don't give up. She hears you talking to her regularly, and she's showing me journaling or writing. So if you haven't started journaling or writing, it feels like the time is coming. And she said, don't stop dreaming. So she's saying that to you. It's about kind of bringing in that energy into your life again, about what you're looking for in your future.
Okay, our next question is from Kim. Can you tell me if it's better for my body to use prescription enzymes for my pancreas or continue to use the over-the-counter?
Mm. So Um, here's what I will tell you. I feel like your body needs the prescription right now, but I want to bring something up about this. This is there's a technique called muscle testing, and it'll be much easier to pull it up on YouTube, and you'll probably find a million videos on how to muscle test. So what we can actually do is we can hold a supplement, food, a medication in our hands, and we can ask our body, "Is this good for me? Is this what you need?" For me, if it's something that my body wants, I feel solid and very planted in the ground. If it feels like it's something that's not good for me, my body will literally sway backwards. So I feel like you need the prescription for now, but I would love for you to Google or pull up on YouTube some muscle testing videos, because our bodies know what we need. We just have to give them the room and space to talk.
I love that. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that myself. Okay. And also, please make sure you press the like button. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It really helps the channel and us. So, okay. Our next question is Oscar, our 3-year-old Beagle mix Shih Tzu, has a fear of strangers. I've been using the emotion code to help him overcome this. Instead of hiding, he barks at everything. Do you see the source behind this?
Um, so I mean, it's yeah, the fear of strangers is actually the fear of being taken away. So it could also be somewhat because I'm feeling like he's a small dog. If he was a 150-pound dog, no one could pick him up and carry him away. You know what I mean? So there's like this fear, and it's really about the way the angels are showing it to me. So you have angels working with him on this, grounding him. So even sitting with him, having a meditation where you see roots growing through his feet, because there's almost this part about he wants to be grounded here and very solid, and that will help him with his security. So I do think that this is going to get a lot better, but you're going to bring in a couple other tools that you aren't using, like a meditation where you're helping him ground and some things like that.
Okay, perfect. Our next question is, what is happening when we get goosebumps when talking with someone? What about when we are listening to music?
Yeah, I love that. So, our body is an antenna for messages that are coming in from the etheric realm, whether it's from grandma, your angels, your life guides, your own higher self, your intuition, your knowing. A lot of times people have physical responses to the information that's coming through. So our body, if you're hearing a song and you're getting goosebumps, who's the first person you're thinking of? It's probably that loved one sending you the song. If somebody is telling you something and you're getting goosebumps, notice, is that because it resonates with you, or is that response of like, this doesn't feel true? So start to notice how your body is responding and how it feels. But our bodies know the truth, because think about it. Someone comes up to us and they're having a conversation with us, right, verbally. There's one channel of communication, but their energy field is much bigger than their body, and the truth is in their energy field. So sometimes even we get in an elevator and you're standing next to someone and you want to scoot over a couple of feet because it feels a little creepy. That person didn't say one word to you. Their energy field just spoke to you. So our body's the receiver, and it's letting us know what we need to pay attention to.
Yeah, and I thought that was such an interesting question because I write a lot of songs and lyrics, and I know whenever I get goosebumps, I'm like, this needs to be in the song. This was channeled through something. I don't know what it was, but I got goosebumps and I need to put it in the song.
Yeah, I love that.
Okay, our next question is from Catherine Davis, and thank you so much for the super chat. Catherine says, I am a young 69-year-old ready to retire my full-time job. What is stopping me? One of the reasons is I fear lack of funds, and she wants to know if she will be okay. She just needs advice on how she can go out about.
Yeah. So what I'm feeling with that, and thanks, Catherine, for this. It's really important for you to know, like we were talking about unlimited blessings and all of those things earlier. I feel like your funds are going to do exactly what you need them to do. So there's this part right now where I'm feeling that we're always afraid of the next chapter because we don't know exactly what it's going to look like. And maybe fear is not the right word, but there's something about it that's uncomfortable because we haven't done it before. However, I really see you stepping into that and thriving and being able to kind of enjoy your life on a daily basis, as well as have these experiences that you have worked so hard for during your lifetime. So I do not see this being a problem for you, but it's almost about allowing yourself to know, yeah, that sounds uncomfortable or feels uncomfortable, but it's really only because you haven't done it before.
Okay. Oh my gosh, we have people from the Netherlands in the chat. That is so
Welcome.
cool. Welcome.
Thanks for joining us.
And if you guys are from, if you guys want to put your country in the comment section, that is so cool to always know who's watching us and where you're from. Um, so make sure to put where you're from in the comment section. Okay. Our next question is from Tammy. My son and I aren't getting along. He says I'm unfair to him with his brother. They aren't getting along. Is there any hope of my family getting along?
Um, so I want to say this about the boys. The energy with them is black and white, right? They're very, very different energies and very different souls, humans, all of that. There is a lot of room here to move into a softer energy between the two of them, but I feel like that's still going to be a couple years away. It doesn't feel like it happens overnight. So I want to say that about them. Your role, although you're probably feeling pulled in one direction or the other, is to stay very neutral here. Because this feels like it's really important for both of your boys to see. I love you equally. You are both amazing humans. You have different strengths, different weaknesses, but I'm here to support both of you. And I feel like the more neutral you can make your energy, it's almost like the way they're showing it to me, it flows over into each of your sons. So there is a lot of room for healing here. Your job is to stay neutral.
Okay. Our next question is from Carol. My transition brother and sister showed up yesterday as eagles in a tree, and then again in my dreams. Is there a message about my dating life they wanted to tell me?
Oh, I love that. Okay, so here's what I would say. First of all, I'm so happy that you're recognizing the signs that they're sending you, because that's a really big thing for you. So know that they're excited about that. Dating life, yeah. The energy is that I feel like you're getting ready to literally soar with the dating life. So the person that you're looking for, the right partner, is going to be coming in for you in the next few months. So that feels really good. Let's talk about this for a minute, though, because this comes up very often on here. There are two things people tend to worry about in our human form: love and finances, right? And it's just part of our life. So with the partner that you're looking for, it is important to make this list of all the qualities that you want in a partner. But then there's something else that's even more important, and that is being the qualities that you want in a partner, right? So if you want someone who's trustworthy, productive, loving, kind, all of these things, we have to be able to show up and be productive, trustworthy, loving, kind, and all of that, because we want to be a vibrational match. So just know that the more we work on ourselves and the more that we work on who we want to be, the higher our vibration goes. And then we're bringing in the partner that is the natural good fit for us, because we are the person that we're looking for, and we are able to bring in that relationship.
Okay. Our next question is, can soulmates miss their chance to meet in a lifetime, or does the universe always arrange a way for the paths to cross, even briefly?
Oh, I love that. That's a great question. So when we talk about soulmates, we're going to talk about the next level of that, which is also a soul agreement. So this is a soul that you made an agreement with before you came into this human form. And you said, I will find you, I will meet you, we will have this experience. Remember, soulmates come in as children, sometimes family, friends, partners, obviously romantic partners, all of that type of energy. So we have multiple soulmates, even pets, since today is Day of the Dead for pets, right? Our pets are our soulmates. But what will happen is that is a soul agreement that has been kind of agreed upon before either of you came in. You cannot miss your soulmate. That's what I'm going to tell you. If this is your soulmate, truly, and you are meant to connect, it will happen, right? Not everyone stays for a reason, a season, or a lifetime, right? There's like little reasons and things happening here, but that soulmate energy isn't one that can be missed.
Okay. Our next question is, do you ever see extraterrestrials ever revealing themselves to us?
I love that question, and the answer is yes. I do not feel like it's that far off in our future. I think there are governments, officials that are already aware of their existence and that they're here on our planet. So the average person might not see them yet, but I do not feel like that's far away. I would say in the next 3 to 5 years.
Wow, okay. That's exciting. Something to look forward to. Okay, Sherry says, I took over mine and my husband's business a little over 2 years ago when my husband died. It's been anything but easy. I have been thinking about selling it. Should I do this?
Yeah, the energy of your husband is if it makes you happy, right? So sometimes, and this is important for her, but also for a lot of people, because a lot of people take over dad's business or mom's business and things like that. Our loved ones on the other side might have spent a lifetime building this business, but the energy for them is like, I built that for me and maybe to provide for my family and my loved ones, but they're not necessarily expecting us to carry it on once they get to spirit world. Their human side might be like, I built that, I'm leaving it to you, and you're kind of, what do I do with it now? So your husband's energy is like, he's wanting me to say it feels like it's draining you more than it's feeding you, and if that's the case, he's fine with you letting it go.
Okay. Ashley says, Hi, Michelle. Does my late grandma Gayleen and grandpa Jack have a message for me?
Yeah, let me kind of step in there with them for a minute. Okay, there are two things they're wanting me to tell you. So there's going to be some type of shift in work coming up for you. So I want to say that because I feel like we're either talking promotion or next level, something with energy around work is coming in, but it feels good and it feels like it's going bigger. The other thing is your grandma says keep looking for the butterflies. So just acknowledging that the butterflies are the sign from them. Your grandpa is showing me a heart, so you're going to find heart-shaped stones, heart-shaped clouds is his way of just saying, I'm here and I love you. They're very supportive of you on this journey, but they're telling me that in the next, 3 months, you're going to start making some different decisions or choices. It doesn't feel bad, but it might be like, okay, maybe I want to move. Maybe I want to apply for the promotion. But there's this energy of things are getting ready to shift in your life, but they're wanting me to be very clear that you're the one driving the shift. So don't get worried about it. Just be excited about what else would you like to bring in.
I would be interested to know that if she like went to a botanical garden or an arboretum, if all the butterflies would, try to try to try to land on her. I feel
Yeah,
like
they
that would
probably
be interesting. Yeah. Okay. Um, Tracy says, love this channel and the offerings.
did. Oh, thanks, Tracy.
Okay. Our next question is pretty loaded. Hi, Michelle. Since all of our lives are planned out for the future in our Akashic records, do we all eventually end up at the same destination and reunite with Source? Or are there specific levels to the other side that only some souls can access? Do the number of lives we've lived determine the level in heaven we are on?
Yeah, that is a big question. So let's talk about this. The number of lives is really about evolution, right? So on planet Earth, we go to preschool and then kindergarten and first grade and second grade and on and on and on. And you can actually see the evolution of this child as they step into who they are. So lifetime after lifetime is also about evolution. So I want you to think about that. I've had one life, I've had two lives, I've had 5, 10, whatever grade or level we're at. What we're really doing is we are discovering ourselves, right? So we are all the spark of the divine, right? And so it's a couple ways to look at it. One, our soul is discovering ourselves and we're learning lessons. But since we're already the spark of God, we're God in a body having that experience, right? And so the truth is this: we will continue to evolve. You have free will on a soul level. So at some point in time, if you're like, hey, I'm happy at level 15, I'm not going on anymore, the universe is going to say, okay, I love you, But after you're at level 15 for 500 years, you're probably going to be like, what do I need to do to get to the next level? So it's constant evolution, but really it's almost about merging more into the all-knowing source lifetime after lifetime when you've had every experience that you can imagine.
Okay, perfect. Our next question is from April. Will my stepdaughter make a full recovery from her motorcycle accident?
I am getting 95%. So not 100% recovery, but a 95% recovery on that.
Okay. Someone said, "Oh, I love that today is past pet celebration day. Thank you for that information."
Yeah.
Okay. Um, Lori says, "Happy Monday. I am wondering if the figures that I have been seeing are past loved ones. I have an altar for all my past pets. Thank you for sharing that."
Yeah. Oh, I love that. There, yes, past loved ones. So let's talk about that. A lot of times, our loved ones do try to manifest to us. Our human eyes have a hard time seeing it, but they might show up as almost like a shadow or an outline to the side of our eye. We might think we see someone walk down the hallway, and then there's no one there when we go to look. But yes, it's our loved ones trying to manifest to say, "I'm here. I'm with you." They really want us to know we're not living this life alone.
Okay. Our next question is from Karen. "I want to do an art show on June 1st, the 100-year birthday of Marilyn Monroe. I want to do it on her home property, which belongs to Brenna Milestein. How might I get her to agree to this?"
Mm. So here's what I'm feeling. It feels very unlikely that she's going to agree to it, Karen. So I just want to say that there's something in her energy that when I go into her energy, it's like a wall or a block, or like you're not taking one step closer. Here, we cannot, people have free will. So I feel like it is possible, but not likely. Okay. I would say this, the energy from the angels, kill her with kindness, send her a lot of love, send her a lot of light, send her understanding about this situation. But I do feel like she has this solid brick wall up.
Okay. And then we have two more questions. Paula says she had a dream where she heard a knock on the door and it triggered her to get out of bed and crash into her dresser. What was this all about?
Oh my gosh. Okay. So there's one thing I want to say as soon as I tap into that energy with the guides. It's like, what's stopping you? So here's the thing. The future is knocking for all of us, whether it's the new job, the relationship, the new house, the new car, whatever it is. The future is knocking for all of us. And sometimes we walk into walls, we walk into dressers, and we're not taking our next step forward. So this is very symbolic of what part of your life is your future calling, and you're not taking the next step into it. Sometimes to take that next step, it's really about, what do we need to release? Do we need to release grief? Do we need to release pain? Do we need to release fear? Whatever it is, there's something that needs to be released here so that you can truly step into your future.
Okay. And our last question today is, since ETs have been around way longer than humans, I'm curious what they think about the conservation of species efforts for plants and animals. Do they see it as worthwhile, or do they see extinction as a natural process that we shouldn't fight? Do ETs practice conservation on their own planets?
Yeah, that is a great question and loaded. So let's talk about ETs. There are so many different races of ETs, and they do have different energies about them depending on which one you're connecting with. Most of them tend to be very loving, and they do look more conservatively at planets, right? But they understand the process of evolution better than we do here on planet Earth. And they understand that not everything is meant to last forever, whether that is a species or anything like that. So they tend to be much more conservative like that. Here's what I will tell you about planet Earth. A lot of the species that aren't here now, sometimes it's man-made, and because of that, we do need to conserve it. There's a difference between like dinosaurs naturally dying off because of the ice age versus a certain type of animal no longer existing because humans have decided to take over their habitat. So what I feel like is the ET collective consciousness is very much aware of that. Like, think of it more of like this Native American energy that they honor. Like, okay, this is where the buffalo live. We only take what we need. Like, that type of energy is very much more connected to the ET.
Okay, that's so interesting. Thank you so much. Okay, that was our last question for today, and we've had some comments on the channel about people not being able to make it to the live streams. So I was thinking in the future going forward, every week I might post a post on the community page on the post tab, letting everybody comment their questions for the week. And in the future, we will answer questions from that and maybe the live chat and also the emails that you get, if that
Yeah,
sounds perfect.
that sounds amazing. And remember to comment on the post so that you get your name in the drawing for the 15-minute free reading. The book will come out on Saturday, and I'm really grateful for everyone who shows up and supports us. It's such an honor to be able to serve in this way.
Yeah, oh my gosh, totally. Well, that is it for us today. We are wishing you a spooktacular Halloween this Friday. I love Halloween. But yeah,
Awesome. Thank you so much. I hope you all have a beautiful week ahead. Take care.
bye. Okay.